In the sequel trilogy, there has been a lot of mystery surrounding both Snoke and Luke Skywalker. We don't really know anything about what either of them have been up to. In the case of Snoke, we don't even know his origins or who he is. At least with Luke, we do know the stuff from the original trilogy, but we have no idea what he's like now. Of course, at the end of this year, we will find out all of these answers, hopefully at least. But today we're going to do some theorizing about who is more powerful, Luke Skywalker or Supreme Leader Snoke. Now, Snoke has been alive since before the fall of the Republic and rise of the Empire, so he's obviously been alive long enough to have studied the Force in a lot of depth. We also know he's powerful enough to have knowledge that the Jedi or Sith didn't seem to know during the time of the Clone Wars, like for example what he taught to Kylo Ren in being able to stop a blaster bolt with the Force. There are going to be more powers, I think, that Snoke will have unlocked in this time. It's going to be very interesting to see where he came from. I personally think that Snoke was from the unknown regions, simply because in the Battlefront 2 trailer for Space Battles, you can see that the First Order ship is in the unknown regions. I think there are some other reasons why it would make sense for Snoke to have come from the unknown regions. I think there is a lot of things that we can find in the unknown regions, and I think they will maybe go into it in Rebels or maybe in a different show, but I do think there is a lot of room for development there. There is a chance that Snoke was training with a different order that used the Force in the unknown regions, and they taught him. He's been alive for a long time, and I don't think he's humanoid, but it's going to be very interesting to see if he has only just started to use the Force, or if he's been using it all his life, because if he had been using it all his life, he is going to be very, very powerful. Now, in the case of Luke Skywalker, he's only had 30 years, at least, alone since we saw him in Return of the Jedi. In Return of the Jedi, he was relatively powerful, he had a little bit of training from Yoda, but he was still only around the power level of a Jedi Knight. He then spent those 30 years on his island. At one point he did have a Jedi Academy, so it's very safe to assume that he's been training in this time. It's also very important to note that he is in the Chosen One bloodline, which means he's naturally going to be very powerful in the Force. There have been a lot of rumors about Snoke's Kyber crystal ring. I'm not sure what significance that will bring. I do think Snoke will still be very powerful without the ring, but with the ring he could be able to do some very, very impressive things. The rumors did state that he would be able to destroy planets with his ring, and I find that rumor utterly absurd for a couple reasons. One, the First Order wouldn't bother building a new Death Star or Starkiller base if they had Snoke able to blow up planets with his ring, and also it's just not something they'd do. I don't think Lucasfilm would ever allow that. If Luke and Snoke ever did end up battling in The Last Jedi, I don't think they would fight with lightsabers. I think they'd use a lot of Force powers. The way I've explained it to friends of what I think is the Voldemort versus Dumbledore fight in Harry Potter, how they were using very big amounts of magic. I think it will be like that, but with the Force in The Last Jedi. But for now, I think we should just assume that they're about equal level power, and then as we watch the movie we can find out what level of power they are. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Thank you all so much for 2,000 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. The channel's been going great lately. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you want to stay up to date with my channel and see the videos as they come out, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on with that bell. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.